Hello friends, this is Rupesh and you're watching CBB Nuts video series on C++ multithreading, and this is jthread request stop topic. So I already talked about jthread, like what is the actual use case, and this is about the second benefit you get if you use jthread. So let's quickly discuss the scenario where you would need this. So the point is, if you have some main function and inside this function you have return here, right? Something like this. You created a jthread and you have this thread function. So this is your thread function, which is like a continuous while loop maybe. Okay, and it is doing some job here. Okay, I guess this is enough. Yeah, so it is doing some job in while loop 1, meaning infinite loop. So this thread is running somewhere. Okay, now the moment you hit this return 0 in jthread case, we all know that it automatically tries to call join, because this jthread jt object will get destructed, and in destructor it will call join. But wait a minute, there is one more function before join, which is request stop. So that function is called first and then join function is called. So using this object, we will call or say that I'm requesting this thread to stop. So this is the thread which will know that, okay, I have been signaled to kill myself or return from here, because maybe everything is stopping, maybe you have closed the application, then it will return from here. So in this while loop, we will somewhere keep on checking whether we are asked to return from here. So this was a programming example. Let me give you a real life example. It will be very helpful. So you have again this music player. Okay, we have this, not good play button. Yeah, so this is play button. Maybe you have pause button. I don't know. Forward. I'm not so good here. Okay, forward, backward and stuff. So you are playing some video here. You know that the moment you press this play button or pause button, whatever the button you press here, it automatically immediately does the job, because there is some listener or some thread is actually waiting for you to press something, and the moment you press, it will do that job. So let's say there is some thread T1, let's say a listener. Okay, this is a listener, a shortcut listener or key press listener, whatever listener. So it is listening for the user input. If user is doing something, it will listen. Now, in order to listen, you have to run continuously, right? It is running in a while loop, like infinite while loop. It is running forever. Now, when I press this cross button here, or maybe if you're iMac or something, then maybe here, because this is your red button, correct? Let me color this for you. So if you press this close button, there should be a way to tell to this listener that, okay, now you pack your bag, we are done, application is getting closed. Now no need to listen for any input. So there is a best way to actually achieve that. So that's what we are going to discuss now. I'll show you a perfect example so that you can visualize. I'll directly go to that program now. So here we are. This is the program. I am creating a jthread called GUI. Maybe I could have just said music player and listen for shortcut key. So this is like we are listening for a shortcut key, control P or control X or something. And when we are listening, see, I told you, right? Infinite loop, I'll say I am listening, and this is the way you can take this token called stop token inside this thread. You don't have to pass it. See, when I'm creating this thread and giving this function pointer here, I'm not passing anything so that it is being passed here. No, it is being injected here. It is getting constructed here. Okay. And this is the way you can keep on checking for every loop that am I requested to close myself? If I am, I'll just return from here. Otherwise, see, I'm simulating it so that I am putting a 1 second wait here, and the moment it is created, main thread is sleeping for 5 seconds so that it can loop for maybe 5 or 6 times. And then see, I'll tell GUI, I'm requesting you to stop. Then it will listen and close itself or return from here. Then we will return from main. So this is the cleanest code. If you have multiple threads, you can tell them, yaar, nahi, Hindi nahi bolna hai. Okay. You can tell them that, okay, dude, every thread, listen, just close everything. We are packing up. So this is the way to tell every thread that now we are packing up, stop executing. Okay, I'll run this. Let me just first compile this. And if we'll run this, I am listening, and then it will say, okay, stop requested. Okay, and it is closing itself. Now there is a catch. I told you, right, in the beginning, if I will comment this, still it will do the same thing. Let me recompile. I'll tell you why it is going to behave the same without even request. I'll tell you that. See, both are identical, right? Because there is a catch. I told you in the beginning of the video that when GUI is going to get destroyed, first it calls request stop and then it will call join. Let me show you the actual document. So this is jthread destructor. It says that first it calls request stop and then it will call join. So that's why even without doing this explicitly, it is implicitly doing it. But then you might be asking, like, why we'll go for explicit stopping if it is implicit? The point is, maybe you want to synchronize thread closing so that one thread is doing some job, it should close itself first and then the subsequent thread should close. So there is a sequence to close the thread. Then in that case, you can easily manage that sequence here. I mean, that's just one example. You can think of anything maybe. Yeah. Cool, right? I mean, when I saw this for the first time, I was like, yeah, I mean, these things are making C++ more user-friendly, and threads were always the hardest part to learn for everyone. So now things are getting so intuitive and beautiful. And I think I'm done here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye, take care. I will see you in the next videos. And if I forgot something, maybe you can comment out. If you have some doubt, you can comment. I'll surely answer. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye, take care.